Hey everyone, it's your friend Think Noodles, and welcome to my full walkthrough with full audio commentary for Poptropica Shrink Ray Island. Shrink Ray Island was one of the harder islands for me, and I hope I can help you out if you're stuck. If I do happen to help you, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more Poptropica walkthroughs. Alright, now on to the walkthrough. So you'll drop down from the balloon here and get launched onto the swing, but that's the wrong direction. They're trying to trick you. So head to your right, and you don't really need to talk to anyone here. Just enter the school building and go to the science fair. As you run to your right, you're going to see a water fountain, and you can play with both of them and spray water on the floor. But we're going to keep moving on to the science fair. Now, as you go by, you can click each of the experiments, like this one, the calamari, and this girl, you'll want to remember that she sticks to the balloon, and the chocolate volcano there, and you can make the soda rocket go off, and you'll see they'll duck here, but speak with Mr. Silva right there, and press the third option. And once he's done talking, run to your right and talk with her dad. And we find out from CJ's dad that she is missing, and that'll only happen if you select the third option, so make sure to select the third option. Now run to your left and exit the science fair. And then let's head out of the school, and once you get out of the school, you're going to head to your right. And just to give you a little bit about the story, CJ has gone missing. She had a really good science fair project, and she's kind of the star of the school. And no one knows where she is. So we're supposed to go figure out what happened to her. So head to your right here, and you don't really need to go up. Just head into the house with the cat in front of it, and this is CJ's apartment. And the cat will go to the right, and you need to chase the cat. So run into the kitchen on the right here, and then follow the cat into the bathroom. All right, now just run to your left and you'll come across the cat again. And then finally, you're going to want to exit the bathroom. And now that the cat is gone, you're just going to want to skip exiting and go over to computer and examine the microscope. And she says, "My invention's been stolen. Trust no one. Everything you need to know is in the house, and think small." And you'll get that in a second. All right, and he looks like he's from Wild West Island. And here we go. Ooh, now we're in trouble. And now we've been shot with a shrink ray, and that's why it's called Shrink Ray Island. And you're gonna spend most of the island shrunk. So let's head up here and jump up onto this apparatus here and jump onto the fan, which will come down. Once it comes all the way down, just click on the red button right there and you'll turn it on, and it'll blow away the dust here and reveal something that we need to get. So press the button again to turn the fan off, otherwise it will annoy you by hitting you every time you go past it. And run over and pick it up, and it is a USB thumb drive. All right. Now we're going to head to the right, and there's a lot of stuff we can do right now, but I'm going to do it in the proper order as the storyline goes. So I think I could have done this a little bit quicker on the walkthrough video, but I wanted to give you guys the full story in the full order. So here we go. We're going to keep running to the right and jump over there. Well, I missed it, but the cat always swings at you whenever you run across the doorway. It doesn't hurt you really. But I like to jump over him. So just keep going to the right and we'll head into the kitchen. And what you need to do is jump up on here and jump up to the ice tray, and you'll look up and you'll see the remote control, and we need to get it. And that sounds easy, right? Well, it's not. There's quite a few steps. So let's jump up here and grab that screwdriver. And then jump up on the counter and head to your right to the second part of the kitchen. Okay, now we need to get that note. So push the rolling pin, and it will knock this tea kettle over to the next burner, which is on. And you'll see it's now shooting out steam. We need to ride that steam to the top, and there we go. And then push over this bottle of oil. All right, now we got it. Jump down to the ground and push Whisker's cat bowl underneath. So right about there is good. And then jump back up onto the drawers and jump up onto the kitten crunchies. You're going to want to do this maybe 3 or 4 times, at least 3 times. You want to get the bowl completely full. And when I jump down, you'll see what I mean. It'll create kind of a block. All right, here we go. And you see how it's a solid square almost? That's what you need. If you only have sort of a hill, that's not enough to get you up on top of this table. So make sure that you put enough cat food in there. Now the oil we sprayed on the floor allows us to push it across. Otherwise, if you can't push the cat bowl, it's because you haven't knocked over the oil. It'll say it's too heavy. So jump up and grab the piece of paper, and then this grape will drop off, and you're going to want to grab that and then come back down the way you came. You can't go to the left because the cereal box blocks you. So go up here and head over and across the countertop, and we're going back to the first part of the kitchen. We're almost to that remote. So what you need to do now is plug in the toaster and then pick up the grape and jump onto the handle, and it'll launch you up. There we go. So now we need to get the salt shaker onto this spatula. So push it to the left and keep pushing, 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 pushing until it comes up. And I like to push it over a little bit further. Now jump up onto this and jump down, and it will launch you up to the left, and you'll land on top of the refrigerator. And we got the remote. All right, all that work for one little thing. Now what you're going to want to do is drop down here, and we're not done with the kitchen yet. There's that green sponge on the bottom. Push that across until you get to the Power Clean spray. Now jump up on there and jump into the Power Clean spray, and then jump into the trash can. I know, I wouldn't jump in the trash can either, but that's what we had to do. Once you're in, you can see that you need to get to that node on the end, and if you click the eye, it'll show you kind of your route. Just follow what I do here, and it will be fairly easy. So push this one to the right, and then you're going to want to drop down here and grab this one and pull it to the left. Now jump up and head across, and you have to push the milk to the right, and it'll fall down. Now you should fall down behind it. Take this one and move it to the left. Move this one to the left and move it once more to the left and get it stuck in there. Now you'll want to take this milk and move it to the left once, twice, and then you're going to want to move this one to the left. And then what you need to do is move this one to the left so we have space and don't crush ourselves, and move the tuna treats to the left. Then you want to move the tuna treats to the left one more time, and then take the moldy cheese and move it to the left. Now we've got some stairs to make it up to the top. Now just pull this one to the left and climb up the stairs and get the torn page. You'll need this for the diary. You could click restart, but I'll show you how to get out without pressing the restart button. But if you're in a hurry, press the restart button, it'll get you out. So move this one to the right and move it to the right again. And then keep going and move it all the way into the corner there. Now take the green cheese and move it to the right. And there we go. We created ourselves some stairs. Now just pull the tuna treats out and climb up the last set. There we go. And there is our exit. All right, now we're going to head to the left. Jump over that. We're going to skip the bathroom for now, but what we need to do is use the screwdriver on this truck. So use the screwdriver, and we're going to take the battery out. So grab the battery, and we're just going to jump up onto the coffee table here and put it into the remote. So grab your battery, click use, and it'll drop it in. Now just jump on the green power button, and it'll turn on the TV. Turning on the TV will put static electricity in these antennas. So jump up on the antennas so that we can stick to the balloon like the kid in the science fair. So once you are crackling white, jump to the left. Now put your mouse right about, no, a little bit, yep, right there. Point at that star and you'll get in the right spot on the green balloon and it will launch you into this picture frame. You have to land in this picture frame. So point at that star that I showed you. Now just jump to the left and push the fish food over and feed the fish. Now you can turn off their filter and get the key and they won't care because they're eating. If you don't do that, you can't get past the fish because they keep knocking you out. Now let's run to the right and head into the bathroom. Okay. Now we're gonna go and jump on this one, which shuts off the ventilation fan. Now jump onto the hot water faucet there and turn it on and you'll notice something appear. A equals 4, I equals 1, and E equals 3. Those are codes that you're gonna need for CJ's password. So jump up onto this and jump onto the hairdryer. Press one of the buttons, it doesn't really matter which one, and you'll start it going and make sure it's leaning and pointing that direction. What you're gonna have to do then is jump into the stream, and I'm not very good at this part, so I'm gonna spin around and around in a circle a few times before it actually gets me into the tub. I don't know what I'm doing wrong here, but I just keep messing it up. But yeah, you just need to turn it on, point it up at the sky, and eventually you will get the right, there we go, the right angle to get in there. Now just jump here and push the soap in and jump over and turn on the faucet. This will fill up the tub. Now drop in and grab your bar of soap and push it to the left until you get to the rubber ducky, which does not squeak. I was surprised. Jump over him and head over to the toilet, the nice dirty toilet, and read this. It says to create a password that is hard to crack, choose an obscure name, perhaps a person you admire, then replace some letters in their name with numbers. So those letters and numbers that you saw on the mirror are going to be used in the password. So let's head out and we need to find out who she admires. So let's push this to the right, otherwise you can't get out of the tub, and use it to jump out and jump past the handle. You'll see right here. I guess you could use the rope instead of pushing the soap. So if you don't want to waste your time pushing the soap, you could leave it there because you're going to need it again in a minute. So let's head out of the bathroom. And we're going to run to our left. And we're going to go back into CJ's room. Watch the cat. There we go. Okay. Jump up onto her chair here and bounce up and jump on top of the computer. And then we're going to jump up onto the thermostat. Now just run to your left until the thermostat turns red. There we go. And then jump off and head to the screen to the left. And you'll notice here that turned on the heat. So push this trash can and knock over the trash. And now we can use it to float up and over the bed, which we need to do. But first, we're going to check out who her hero is right here. Just get all the way to the top here on this last piece of paper. There we go, Marie Curie. And she's a Polish-French scientist. So that's her hero, and that gives us the final password hint that we need. So it's going to be Marie space Curie with the A, I, and E replaced by 4, 1, and 3. So then the password will be, and type it with your keyboard, M413 space CUR13. And click login. And she'll say, you may have stolen my shrink run again, but I have the blueprint saved on a thumb drive. Even if you try to pass it off as your own invention, I can prove that it's mine. And she's sending it to Mr. X. So that's the person that stole the shrink ray, but we don't know who it is. So let's open the diary. Once you get over to the diary up on the shelf above her desk, click the diary key and you'll open the diary and notice a page is torn out. Well, we can fix that. Use the torn page and click it, and it says the thief is right outside the door. I've only got one chance to escape. I'll shrink myself and try to get the shrink ray back from him later. And then lemon plus paper plus light. So the paper smelled like lemon And oops, I messed up the the thermostat there. I'm gonna have to fix that in a minute. Let's jump onto this lamp here and jump on it until it points that way and turn it on. Now get down below it and use the piece of paper, and we find a hidden message that says, "Look for me in the telescope. School coordinates." Okay, so let's head back up above the microscope and get up onto that thermostat and turn it on, because we're gonna need that to get over the bed. So let's just run to the left here. There we go. And drop down and head to this area. Now we're just going to use the trash as stairs to get over the bed. So we only need to jump on the first two. There we go. And pick up this Morse code guide. You're going to need this key. And I'm going to explain it a little bit more in depth when we get there. So jump over to the telescope, and I jumped too far. Jump on the sea monkeys here, and what we're going to do is jump onto the bulletin board and jump over to this red one here, and you see PS 101, which is her school, X87, Y16. So let's try that, because she said to meet her at the school coordinates. So let's see, 16, and you run to the left to increase and run to the right to decrease. So there we go. Oops, one too far. 8716. Now just jump and click on the telescope, and we have the Morse code here. Now Morse code is a way to signal other people, and she's going to use this to give us a message. And the dot means a short burst of light, and a dash means a long burst of light. So let's try that out. With H, it would be 4 short ones. So let's see what she says here. So that's short, short, long, short. So that means it's an F. Short, short, long, short. Do you see that? Dot, dot, dash, dot. And then the next one is L, U, S, H. Uh-oh, I don't like where this one's going. T, H, E. Oh boy. D, H, U, M, B, D. Aha, flush the thumb drive. D, R, I, V, and E. So she wants us to flush the thumb drive. Okay, so before we flush it down the toilet, which I hope it doesn't clog, especially that toilet, we need to back it up. So let's head to the right and go back to CJ's laptop so we can back up the thumb drive before we get rid of the contents. So here we go. And just click your items, bring up the thumb drive and use it, and it will upload it for you. All right, we copied the contents of the laptop. Let's go do what CJ told us to do and flush this thumb drive down the toilet. All right, watch the cat. Oh, missed. All right, keep running to the right and head into the bathroom. Okay, run to your left, and you know the drill. You're gonna have to use the hairdryer to get back over there. And you know how good I am at that. So, oops, make sure it's tilted all the way up and jump into it. And, ooh, I got it first time. Okay. Now just drop down here, and I have to push myself to the left. Hopefully you took my advice and left it on the left so that you could just use the rope to climb. But there we go, and jump over. Okay, now let's head up here and let's put the thumb drive in the toilet. Click use, and bloop, there we go. All right, now let's jump over to the left and jump onto the toilet paper roll, and we jump onto the handle and flush the toilet. And there you go. The person trying to steal it is upset now. And now we're going to head back to the telescope just like it said. So run to your right and get back into the tub. And I'm going to push my soap because I just forgot that you could use the rope. So I'm going to swim over and use that and jump from it. Also, I'm terrible at ropes, as you guys all know, so better off that I had the soap there. Let's head to the right and run out of the bathroom. Okay, now run to your left. And get ready for the cat. Yeah, all right. Now just keep going to the left. And exit to the last part of her room and jump onto the paper. Oh yeah, okay. And jump over and into the bed. And then we're gonna jump up here and jump over the fan. And I can't get through the drawers there. Let's jump up over the drawers and we're gonna go back to 8716. So run to your right to decrease the numbers. So there we go, 16. And then run to your left to increase the numbers on this one to 87. That's it. Now just click the eyepiece and we see CJ again. And she's gonna send us another message. That was T. Try that again. T. H. I. E. F. Uh-oh, she's going to tell us who the thief is. I. S. M. R. S. I. Oh, I think it's her teacher, Mr. Silva. Yep, it sure looks like it. So the thief is Mr. Silva. And we have to defeat him because we can't let him take credit for CJ's invention. And we also can't be this small forever. We need to get back to regular size. And there he is right there. She better be careful. Okay. We've got to get to the school, and there's only one thing left to do. And we got the remote, and we have a battery for the truck. So guess what, guys? We get to drive the remote control car. So jump up and over the fan here, and then head to your right. And let's jump over this and head in out of CJ's room and into the living room. Before we do that, let's climb up to the top of this bookshelf here and climb this vine and push this book, Tessa's Tree, over. And it's going to land on top of those books on the left and create a ramp for us to use with our truck. So now let's run to the right and head out of CJ's room. And let's get this truck going. So jump over the cat and head up onto the coffee table and grab the battery out of the remote. All right, now jump back down and head over to the truck. And then use the battery on the truck and get in and drive. All right, here we go. Head over to CJ's room and get ready to be launched out of the window. Okie dokie, head over, and as you go, you'll get close to the ramp and it'll do it for you. There you go. Woohoo! Woo! All right, now you're gonna have to drive the truck on the street. And I'm not too great at this. You know, there are ramps and things. My advice to you is to stay on the sidewalk. Because if you get off the sidewalk, you end up with holes and things like that. And really, you know, you're not going to lose the game because you messed up in here. For the most part, everything just delays you longer if you hit it or fall into it. So, you know, at the very worst, what'll happen is it will make you start the driving part over. But usually, it just delays you and bounces you back. I tried to get over a ramp, and I think I get one up here somewhere because I was really excited to actually at least get one jump, and I always kept missing the ramps. So and I keep nailing the fire hydrants. Speed bump. There we go. I jumped off of that. There's a ramp. I think that was the one ramp I actually got. There. All right, and we head up onto the windowsill. And we run into CJ. So just run to your left here and jump over here. And there she is. And talk to her and select the third option. And look at that. That looks a lot like Think Noodles, although it is Einstein. But, you know. So guess what? Mr. Silva found us. And he's going to try and shrink us again so that we can't be found ever again. So we're both going to run in opposite directions, and we're going to automatically run to the left. And what you need to do here is be patient, but hide behind a few things. So there we go. Hide behind the books, and then hide behind this trophy here. And he'll shrink it. Now jump up, and run to your right and hide behind the globe. And he'll shrink that, and the globe will fall off. Now try and push the globe a little bit, but hide behind this Erlenmeyer flask. And then push it a little bit further and jump up onto the chair and hide behind the lunchbox. And then hide behind the mirror. And this will defeat him because he will shrink himself. Now, make sure you're hiding behind something every time that Shrink Ray comes, or else it will shrink you and you'll have to start that part over. So now there's only one thing left to do, and that is to make yourselves grow again. So run to your right and click the arm there, and you will be grown back to regular size and be teleported to the science fair. And if you see Mr. Silva's in there, he's the famous shrunken man, and now he's famous, which is what he always wanted. So we're done with the island. I hope I helped you. If I did, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to my channel for more Poptropica cheats. I'll see you guys again soon, and thanks for watching.